Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the Dollar Tree channel. I've seen this video floating around YouTube. I'm not really quite sure who started it first. I wish I did, that way I could credit them, but some people that I've watched recently do this video are Casey Holmes, April Athena, 7, right? I always forget the number. 11th Gorgeous, Cara Amelie. There's several that I've seen, but those are the top 4 that really pop into my head. But basically you go to the Dollar Tree, pick out some makeup, and create a full face look. Now I've seen some people use like substitute brushes that they already have, but I wanted to keep everything from the Dollar Tree. So I went in and picked 12 items. I haven't really tried any of these. One thing that I can tell you right off the bat is that the Dollar Tree is not very good about shade range. Like they either had Titty Milk White or like this is the darkest shade they had, and I ended up getting dark 1. This may actually be a tiny bit dark on me, but yeah, there was not a very good shade range. I don't know if that was just my Dollar Tree or what. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with foundation. I normally do eyes first, but yeah, let's just switch it up. So it really only seemed like there was 3 main brands. There was LA Colors, Color Mates, Sassy and Chic. I did see a couple of Wet n Wild items, like some items from Fergie that were mainly just like the frosty lip glosses. There were a couple brushes. I really wanted to find lashes, but mine didn't have any lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation. They only had this like in light 1, which was basically like the shade of whiteout or dark 1. So I decided to go with the shade dark 1. Whoa, it's weird. Like that's like a lot of foundation that comes on at once. This looks kind of dark, but maybe it'll just blend in. Oh, that just like popped right out at me. Okay, I'm just gonna have to blend this down my neck. They didn't have like sponges, or I didn't see a good brush that would make like a foundation brush. So, oh, maybe I should have got the light too. You know what, we're just gonna blend this all the way down my neck and just make it work. Okay, it's thicker than what I thought it was going to be too. I don't know why. When I read moisturizing, I thought it would be a bit more like thin and dewy. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It's just a lot thicker than what I had expected. Okay, I'm just really gonna have to pull this down because it is dark. As I blend this out, it's almost starting to look more like a tinted moisturizer, like if you really, really rub it in. Okay, now that I have my foundation all patted in, we're gonna move into powder. Unfortunately, mine didn't have any concealers. I like dug through everything too. Foundations, they actually only had 2. They had this one from Sassy and Chic, and then they had an LA Colors one that came in a pump. So I just went with this one. So now moving on to my powder. This one is from Color Mates. This powder, they only had 1 shade, and it's in the shade Rose Beige. So I'm thinking this is gonna go on pretty pink. And I did find a brush. Oh, this does come with a sponge though. Actually, it's almost like a piece of like styrofoam. We'll see if this works. I did get this Kabuki cosmetic brush though from Sassy and Chic, but we'll try this first. Okay, so there's the powder. Like I said, they only had this 1 shade. Oh, that looks really, oh no, but on top it's not bad. But on the sponge, it looked like it was going to be really, really pink. Okay, now for contour, I couldn't find a bronzer. I dug through all the blushes looking for a bronzer shade. There wasn't one. So I grabbed this LA Colors Pressed Powder Compact in the shade Tan. This is tan. Apparently, it's not very tan, but we'll see if we can get some color payoff with it. Okay, actually, that's working. Next, this is the LA Colors Powder Blush and Brush Applicator. This one is in Peach Rose. This color looks like it's gonna be really pretty. I'm just gonna go in and sweep some of this on. I was hoping this blush would be a bit more pigmented though. Okay. Now for my eyes, I grabbed this Wet n Wild Color Icon Brow and Eyeliner. It was in dark brown. The only shades they offered in this were Blackest Black and Dark Brown. So I mean, if you have blonde lashes, like ashy lashes, you're probably out of luck because this was the lightest one they had. Luckily, oh no, I don't have a spoolie though. Oh, dang it. The mascara wand's already in this. I was gonna say if the mascara wand wasn't in here, I could use that as the spoolie. Stuff is pretty pigmented, like that's dark and I can't blend it. I'm gonna go and grab this. This is the LA Colors Eyes, just Professional Series eyeshadow. This one's in the shade Orchid. The eyeshadow palettes, at least this trio, there were several different shades to choose from. I saw like a smoky palette, a purple palette, So at least you have some variety when it comes to the shadows. Foundation, not so much. I have another sponge in another palette, so I'm going to use the sponge in this one to try to blend out my brows a little bit. Some of this out and soften it, because I went in really soft, but it was still pretty harsh looking. Okay, so I grabbed this LA Colors 12 Pan Eyeshadow Palette. In the packaging, I thought some of these shades were going to be matte, but I just swatched some of them and they don't even translate the same way as they come off in the pan. This one wasn't glamorous. There was like 3 or 4 options. There was a smoky one, a green one, but I thought for sure that some of these shades were matte. I swatched them and they're kind of like, I don't know, like this one, for instance, right here looks like this warm taupey shade. I swatched it and it's like a shimmery gray. It's weird. So it's totally different than what I thought it was going to be. So luckily I grabbed another palette too. This is a trio. I just swatched some of these as well. And it turns out that the metallic part on the top is just kind of an overspray, but these seem to be a lot more buttery and pigmented. So I think I'll mainly be using these. And then I'm gonna go back into the same pencil that I used for my brows, and I kind of wanna use like some sort of cream base. My Dollar General did not have a good variety. Like I've seen some people getting like e.l.f. cream shadows and stuff. Mine didn't have any e.l.f. products. Okay, I guess we'll just do it this way. Earlier, this pencil seemed like it was gonna be super creamy, but I guess it was just playing me. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this trio. This one is in the shade Orchid. This was another palette that had a good variety. There was a really pretty like smoky one. There was purples, there was blues, there was greens, but I went with this one just because, I don't know, you guys know I like my bronzy type of shades. I'm just gonna use my finger for this, I think. Okay, yeah. I feel like that probably added a bit of a punch to it instead of just going on and applying it on its own. Also, ignore my nails. They are very unfortunate looking right now. I was doing dishes and I had used a mandolin that day, and I like was even telling myself, like thinking to myself, careful, you don't want to cut yourself on that. And I ended up taking a chunk out of my thumbnail. So now I'm too much of a wuss to put like any nail polish remover on my nails because I know it's gonna hurt like a beast, but I guess that's no excuse to have all my other nails be chippy. Like it could just be my thumb, but I'm like, you know what? Let's not let him feel left out. I did find one brush. This one's just the Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. So I'm gonna go back into that same bronzy shade and just press this in and slightly start to blend it upwards a bit. And then I'm just gonna go back in with the liner and I'm just going to line my waterline and do the same thing. Just press some of that bronze shadow on top and try my best to kind of get like a smoky effect down there. I found this other product from LA Colors. This is just the Shimmering Loose Eyeshadow with Brush in the shade Honeysuckle. Ooh, that is shimmery. I'm gonna use this for my highlights, which is going in with a kabuki. My eyebrows look like serious angry brows right now. Let's see if we can, that's working. We got a bit of highlight going on. Get some more of that. For my mascara, I just have that LA Colors mascara in black. It looks like a thicker formula. I normally like drier, thicker mascaras. Like I don't like one that's overly wet just because my lashes are so straight, and it seems like a drier formula helps hold the curl better. That mascara is smudging all over my eyes. So the mascara is definitely a no-go. Like it's not drying and it's just getting everywhere. Okay, finally for my lipsticks, I just grabbed this Wet n Wild Dark Wine Creamy Conditioning Color. And ooh, it's super creamy. I think I have more of this mascara on my eyelids than my actual eyelashes, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, here is my Dollar Tree makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys decide to film this video as well, tag me on Twitter or Instagram. I would love to see your final look. And yeah, if you guys would like to see any more challenges, tutorials, be sure to leave your request down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!